I've always believed that the world changes faster than we can breathe. But the strangest part is that feelings, real feelings, almost never do. They stay, they cling, they whisper, they haunt, and sometimes they guide. You can change your clothes, your friends, your job, your city, your habits, but your heart remembers. And that's where my story begins. I didn't start strong. I didn't start confident. I didn't start with fire in my eyes or thunder in my voice. I started small, confused, lost, watching people walk in and out of my life like I was a train station, not a human being. Everyone changing? Everyone shifting. Everyone rewriting their promises like they were made of smoke. And I kept wondering why. Why do people become different versions of themselves every few months? Why do they switch sides, switch emotions, switch intentions? Why does the world rotate so fast, while my heart stays stuck in the same place? I used to think it was my fault, that something in me drove people away, that maybe I didn't matter enough. Maybe I didn't shine enough. Maybe I just wasn't enough. That's the poison of self-doubt. It doesn't scream. It quietly crawls into your mind and builds a home there. And I remember nights, long, empty nights, staring at the ceiling, replaying conversations, replaying moments, replaying every little thing that ever hurt me. Have you ever done that? Have you ever sat alone, wondering why the people you trusted changed overnight? Why someone who said, "I'm here," suddenly wasn't? Why someone who claimed to understand you later acted like they never knew you at all? I lived that. I breathed in that. I drowned loneliness. Loneliness is a strange teacher. It doesn't yell. It doesn't explain. It just forces you to see truth in silence. And the truth I discovered hurt. Because I realized people don't change because of you. They change because of them. Their insecurities, their fears, their hidden battles, their unspoken stories, their shifting priorities. You are not the reason people change. You are just the place where they reveal it. But real feelings, they stay. They hold on. They echo even when everything else fades. There was a moment, a quiet moment, when everything broke at once. I felt betrayed, disappointed, left behind. It was like the universe pushed me into a corner and said, "Now what?" And I stood there, numb, tired, empty. And that's when something inside me snapped, not in anger, but in clarity. And I whispered to myself, if people can change, then so can I. Not my heart, not my feelings, but my direction, my strength, my purpose. I realized I was waiting for someone to save me, waiting for someone to understand me, waiting for someone to apologize, waiting for someone to treat me right. But why was I waiting? Why was I freezing my entire life, depending on the choices of people who could shift their loyalty any second? Slowly, shakily, imperfectly, but I rose. I stopped chasing people. I stopped begging for loyalty. I stopped hoping someone would come back unchanged. I started focusing on me. Because people change. They always will. Faces change, voices change, attitudes change. But the feeling inside you, the fire, people, the hunger, the dreams, they stay. And if you protect that fire, if you guard it like your life depends on it, it will carry you through every storm. I learned to smile again, not because life became easy, but because I became stronger. I learned to work in silence, to build myself quietly, to move forward even when no one clapped for me, to believe in myself when belief felt impossible. You know what's funny? When you grow, when you evolve, people come back. They always do. People, not because they miss you, but because they miss the version of themselves they were when you accepted them. And when they return, they expect you to be the same, to react the same, to feel the same. But you're not the same anymore, are you? Because now you know better. Now you know that people change easily, quickly, without warning. But feelings, real feelings, they don't disappear. They transform into lessons, into strength, into wisdom, into a voice inside you that says, keep going, keep fighting, keep building. I used to be afraid of change, afraid of losing people, afraid of outgrowing places, afraid of being misunderstood. But now I embrace it, because every time someone changed on me, I found a new version of myself, a sharper version, a clearer version, a more powerful version. And now, when I wake up, I don't search for people. I search for purpose. I search for growth. I search for chances to become someone even I haven't met yet. But let me ask you something, yes? Listening right now, what are you holding on to? Memory, a person, a promise, a version of yourself that no longer exists. Why are you clinging to what hurt you? Why are you trying to save something that was never meant to last? Let it go. Let them go. Let the past go. Not because you don't care, but because you finally care about yourself. Grow. Change. Evolve. But keep your heart alive. That's the secret. People may change like seasons, but your feelings, your fire, these civilized people, that should stay true. That should stay burning. And when the world tries to break you again, when someone changes on you again, when you feel the old fear rising, remind yourself of this. I am not who I was. I am not who you left. I am not someone who waits for permission to rise. I decide my worth. I decide my path. I decide my future. And today, right now, in this moment, I am choosing strength. I am choosing growth. I am choosing to become unstoppable. Stand up, straighten your back, lift your chin. Feel the weight leaving your chest. This is your turning point. This is your moment. This is where the old you dies and the real you takes over. The world may change. People may change. But your fire stays, so protect it. Live it. And walk forward like someone who finally understands their own power. Because from today on, nobody gets to decide who you become. Only you. And trust me, that version of you. Oh, it's going to shock the world.